It's very important that you follow the light. Dude, you had me at blindness. I gotta have fun with it. You gotta make a living somehow. I'm still trying to pay off my eyes. I had LASIK done. You guys done that? LASIK people? Yeah. Right up front. Yeah. I know. It's kind of scary, right? Because they don't tell you everything up front. Or they didn't tell me, or I wasn't listening. One or the other. But all I knew was they made it sound easy, and somebody has to drop me off, pick me up a couple hours later, or can't drive home. That's all I know. So I go in there thinking, we'll get this done, in and out. First thing they do, they take out my contacts. Now I can't see, right? Then they dilate my eyes. Now I really can't see. Then they give me enough Vicodin to knock out a rhino. Now I don't care that I can't see. It's just me and one other guy in the office. I'm talking to him for like a half hour. It turns out he was a lamp. I didn't even care. I'm like, you're a really good listener. Yeah. Because I'm feeling good, right? And then the doctor comes in and slides this little disclaimer across the desk of everything that might go wrong. I'm like, whoa, that's a lot of things you didn't mention till just now. May cause corneal ulcer? That doesn't sound good. Blindness? Wait, blindness? Like blindness? Hold on. You guys know what you're doing, right? Because that's the exact opposite of what I'm going for here. Like, I'm trying to see better, and that would be not at all. Like, I'm a comedian, but no one would come to my show if they had a sign something that says, hey, normally he's really funny, but if things go wrong, you may never laugh again. That's a little over the top here. It's like, oh, no, it never happens. Well, it had to happen once, or you wouldn't have put it in there. No, it's a standard agreement. Oh, standard. Why does that work on a standard? Oh, so you're not just screwing me, we're screwing everybody. Okay. I just don't want to be the only one going, then I went blind, but you guys know, right? You know, right? So I got real indignant, you know. You ever get all worked up, like, I'm not just going to sign this, I'm gonna read it. I'm going to read all of it. I get about 2 paragraphs down, like, I don't understand a word of this. How long do I have to pretend to read before I start signing? And then I just cave in. I just can't wait to sign at this point. Once you cave in, you can't sign it fast enough, right? It's like when you install software. You just give up. Agree. It could say anything. Transfer of all worldly assets. Agree. It's standard. Agree. Sometimes they even bust you. You didn't even scroll down. Whatever. Scroll. Agree. Let's go. So I sign my life away, right? And they take you in the little procedure room, and he leans me back in the chair. He patches one eye closed. He props the other eye open with these 4 fish hooks. Now he's talking to me through a speaker from the next room. Now, look at the light. Well, what the heck else can I do? And why are you hiding in the other room? What's that about? What's about to happen here? It's very important that you follow the light. Dude, you had me at blindness. I understand the gravity of the situation. You made it clear if something goes wrong, it's my bad. If I go blind, you still get to drive your Beamer, and I'm in the back going, hoo-wah! Standard agreement. So I'm watching that light like a hawk, man, and it disappeared. Hello, no light. Hello, my eye is open, but no light is coming in. Is this blindness? This feels like blindness. Marco. Can I have my contacts back? And then you smell something. Like, wait, is somebody cooking a cat in here? Here's what he said. Oh, it's your cornea burning. It's standard. I think that's why they strap you in, right? So you don't run out of the waiting room to warn the others. Don't go in there. They burn your eyes and tell you it's standard. It's only standard because they do it to everybody. That's the only reason it's standard. It's people. LASIK is people. And that was the expensive guy. Good thing I didn't cheap out. You can get done for like $300 a night at Crazy Eddie's Eye Hut. They'll back the van right up your house and everything. What new ice that's used eye prices? 2 for 1, an eye for an eye. Cheapers creepers, let us fix your peepers. The FDA is shutting us down, but that means big savings to you. Order by 3 o'clock, he'll come make ice cream for you. I love my kids. They're very expensive. The older they get, the more expensive they get, right? People are putting pressure on me with my son. You know, are you saving up for his college yet? I haven't even paid for my college, man. Are you kidding? I owe 25 grand in student loans. I'm gonna have to walk him up through the financial aid line to the people I still know. Yeah, I got a tab going, right? We're good. Yeah, no, turns out I am alive. I know, weird. Boing, boing, my son went to college the other day, but I still have my own student loans to pay. Well, the check's in the mail and the bills are due. The interest on my loans continues to accrue. When you're catching up, Dad, I don't know when, but we'll be filing Chapter 10, yeah. As I hung up the phone, it occurred to me, my boy makes more than me. He's only 23, and he's living in my house for free. Thank you. I know I'm a fun dad. I think I'm a fun dad. My wife tells me I'm too fun. You ever get that? She says I need to be stricter. The kids need to learn that no means no. And I'm like, you know, what if I'm raising them to be salespeople? They're never gonna make their quota with that kind of attitude. I tell them, you gotta get back in there, earn your bonus, you know? Of course your mom says no. If I got discouraged the first time your mom told me no, you wouldn't even be here right now. I miss being a kid, you know? It was fun, mostly, not the bedwetting. Everything else was fun. I was a bedwetter for many years as a kid. A lot of us were, right? By applause. Former bedwetters, let me hear you. Where you at? One table, the rest of you know who you are. At least they admit it, you know? Nobody admits it as a grown-up. When you're a kid, nobody admits it. You think you're the only one. There's no support groups, you know? Hey, stay dry, man, you too. Remember, no beverages after 6 p.m. Be strong. The solutions were horrible. My doctor recommended this device called the pad and buzzer, electricity and urine. Well, hook me up. I can't believe medical science backed this thing. It's like a moisture sensing pad hooked up to this obnoxious buzzer. I slept right through it. My brother wet his bed. Talk about a lifetime of therapy. Well, I stop wetting the bed. Now every time I hear a car alarm, I strip naked and do the river dance, so... Who do I see about that, Doc? This other book actually said make bedwetting fun, make it a game to stop wetting the bed, you know, because apparently not waking up and pee wasn't enough incentive to them. Come on, anybody who's ever wet the bed, you know, right? One dry day, I was psyched. I ran out in the hallway in my underwear, my sisters are jumping in. Who's that dry boy in the hall? High school. It's just different raising our kids now. Now we have safety, that's great. We have car seats, minivans. Where was our safety? When I was a kid, they just threw us in the back of a pickup. Half the time, they didn't even wait, we're leaving. Grab my arm, come on, jump! Our car seat was a tire. Spare tire in the back. We were lucky to have it too. We know because they told us, you're lucky to have it. Yeah, thank you. And we believed them, you know, those kids in China who don't even have a tire. What was that about? My whole life, they compared me to the kids in China. I always wondered what their parents said to them. You are not very lucky. Even if we had a tire, there's no pickup. We'd wrestle in the back. My mom would yell back, "You kids sit down." "Well, we can't hear you." My dad would jerk the wheel. "Whoa, heard that? You better hang on, We just lost another dog. Tuck and roll, Poco." What do we know? We're all jacked up on Kool-Aid. Poking our head through the little window. "Hey, what's going on? How you guys doing?" "Oh, it's really warm in here." "Is it always like this? You can't even feel the rain." My dad's all over that. He's like, "You're lucky. They didn't even have rain in China." It was all legal, too. Cops couldn't do anything. They pull up next to you and suggest, "How's it going? You may want to put up the tailgate." Not trying to hassle you. I'm just throwing that out there. We've been following you for 4.5 dogs or so. You're lucky. They don't even have tailgates in China. Finally gave my dad a fix-it ticket for the rear view mirror being broken. Thank God, because my dad never looked back. Eyes on the road, safety first. Yeah, every once in a while he'd pump the brakes for no apparent reason. He was doing inventory. Yeah, they're all there. It's a different world, Back then you had 6 kids, lose one, still got 5, I mean, we're lucky. They only give you 1 in China. No, parenting has just changed so much in just a couple generations. Now my wife and I, we don't even spank our kids. We discussed that when they were born. I thought we should spank, and she thought we shouldn't, so we don't, because that's how things work in our house. I get a vote, but she gets the tiebreaker. No, it's fair. She explained it once. I thought we should spank. That's how I grew up. My parents spanked us, right? They explained it. They gave us that spank-splanation. That lame speech, we spank you because we love you. Oh, okay. All right. Apparently I was like a favorite child or something. Our neighbors loved us too. It takes a village to beat the tar out of you, They kind of had to back then, though. Like, what else could they do? They couldn't take away our toys. Our toys sucked. You're gonna take away the rock and the stick? Oh, no. Where will I find another rock and a stick? A whole week without a slinky? No! Now we have better. They have Xbox. You take that away. He's talking. I did it. I was in the grassy knoll. What do you want to know? Can you spank me then? Can I play? Here's a bell. Here's a spoon. I got the wizard trapped in the tower. Let's do it right now. Come on, let's go. Come on, we're losing lives. We're burning daylight. Let's roll. Let's roll. Can I play while you're spanking me? Turn the machine off. I am. I'm just saving it. Oh, that is the biggest scam in the world. You've been saving it for an hour and a half. I am on to you, buddy. I am on it. Give it to me. I'll save it. All right, I don't know how. You save it. They have parental controls. He's the one that programmed the thing, I don't want to get too strict. He'll lock me out of the system again. So he's grounded. Somebody's always grounded in our house. First thing my wife says when I get home, guess who's grounded? Is it me again? You weren't even here. Well, that didn't stop you last time, remember? She's like, no, your son's grounded. He can't play video games. Go talk to him. I'm like, all right. She's like, why are you so happy? Because it's not me. What do you think? It's his problem, right? So I walk in his room, and of course he's playing already. I'm like, you gotta be kidding, man. Are you serious? You're gonna get us both in trouble. Give me that. Give me that. All right, scoot over. Which one's me? Now I'm playing. I don't even know what I'm doing. I'm fighting like 5 guys. I'm like, not bad, huh, for your old man? He's laughing at me. That's not even you, Dad. That's the computer player. Or where am I? My guy's off in the corner. He's stabbing the wall. What else can you do? You got to take away their electronics. You can't send them to their room anymore, right? Go to your room. What, the multimedia entertainment hub? Thanks, Dad. Text me if you need anything. You know what? Go to my room. Your room's boring. Tell me about it. Just a bunch of pillows and candles, I know. I want you to take all those pillows, move them off the bed to the other side of the room. And when you're done, I want you to put them back on the bed exactly how they were. He's like, what's the point? I don't know. Ask your mom. I do it every day. That's all I ever say is ask your mom. You can put a string on my chest. Ask your mom, ask your mom, ask your mom. You need the kids, though. You need them for technology, right? They keep you current. My son was bugging me for Wi-Fi. We were the last people on the planet to get Wi-Fi. And, well, here's the deal. We had it. We were getting it for free, but then our neighbor moved. His name was Linksys. All right, if you don't know why that's funny, your internet's probably slower than it should be. Ask your kids. So I had to hook it up legit. I spent all week on tech support. Oh, you ever talk to those guys? They hate me. They don't even hide it. They're like, look, you're obviously not getting this at all. I'm looking for some words you might understand. Is there anyone else there we can talk to? Just me and my son. Put him on. He's got all this jargon. Apparently, I was supposed to know before I called. Well, your TCP, IP, USB, and the elemental P. Oh, okay. Oh, I got to reconfig the Jagenhauser. Okay, I'm on it. I'm like a caveman. He's trying to get me to reboot something. I got two rocks I'm clanging together trying to get a spark. Zorg is angry. Still no fire. We're going in circles. It's like Abbott and Costello. Who's your server? Who's my server? Exactly. Exactly what? No, what's your browser? Third base, right? Do you even know what you're talking about? I did before you called. I talked to this one guy for like 45 minutes. I finally asked him, how much is this costing me? He said, $2.50 a minute. Yeah, I was like, so what are you wearing? He recommends this book, The Complete Idiot's Guide to Wi-Fi. He's like, you better write down, you might forget. I'm an idiot? Dude, I'm married, I'll be reminded. So I went down to Barnes & Noble, right? I'm looking all over in the computer section for this idiot's book, right? I can't find it anywhere. Now I gotta go get help finding the idiot's guide. That's a real watershed moment. Turns out there's like a whole section that's just for idiots. Like they're splitting us from the rest of the herd. Now they're putting us all together, you know, where they can keep an eye on us so we don't distract the regular customers with our special needs. He's so blunt about it. You know, he didn't say it, but he's saying like everything you need is right over here. Okay. What about the rest of the store? That's not for you. All right. I'm just psyched that they're all in one spot at least, but they're not, because there's another section for dummies. Now I'm torn. Now it's decision time. I gotta decide, a grown man in a bookstore, am I a dummy or an idiot? You got a test I could take? Who was right, my third grade teacher or my coach? You got a moron section, I don't want to hear about it. I'll be here all day. So I took home the idiot's book, read a couple chapters, right? Didn't help. You think it's embarrassing buying the idiot's guide? Try taking it back. Like, what do you even say at that point? I thought I was an idiot. Woo. I'm not even in the ballpark, man. He's looking at me like, what are you, some kind of idiot? No, I wish. Maybe with some tutoring or something. I like it. I like it up here. It's nice, clean air, you know. Really strong cell phone signals. Perfect. That was a joke. You guys didn't pick up on that sarcasm? Or like, well, you have the wrong company, apparently. It was not working at all. My wife's getting upset. She's like, can't you call me from your car? I cannot call you from my car. I cannot call you from afar. I cannot call you from a tree. I cannot call you after 3. It's like I'm talking in a can. I need a better calling plan. She's like, call me from the plane. I cannot call you from a plane. I cannot call you from a train. Not in the rain, not in the fog, not digital, not analog. I cannot call you far or near. They said my phone would work right here. It's on the map. I'm in the zone. I'm tired of this freaking phone. And you complain to the company, they could care less. They're like, well, you must not be near a tower. Well, where are the towers? We don't really know where the towers are, but they're there. You just got to know where to find them. We can't say that to them. We haven't received your payment. Well, it's there. You just got to know where to find it, I guess. I sent it to you digitally. You must not be near a tower. Always complain about technology. You know, we're never happy. Have you noticed that? No matter how good it gets, you know, bounce our call off a satellite miles in the air and get it. Glitches for a second. We're all upset. Like when I started doing comedy, I didn't have a cell phone. I used to have to pull over to pay phones, those ridiculous calling card codes. Remember those days? Yeah, like John Lithgow would come out in the commercials, try and make it sound easy. Dial 10-321. Okay. Wait, dial 10-10-3232-111-3211. And then 1, and then the number. It's just that simple. Look, take the sum of the first 3 digits, divide by 7, round up to the nearest whole integer. If that total is a 10 or 11, double down unless the dealer's showing a face card. Hop on 1 foot, form a trapezoid for each independent calling area. For my Latinos, una garra un gato ciego, dali vueltas. Do you know the Muffin Man? Watch too much TV. Dr. Phil always seems to be on. I never turn it on, but it's on in the background. I hear that voice over and over. It gave me an idea for an invention. It's the Dr. Phil alarm clock, right? Because you never oversleep with that voice every morning. You need to wake up. 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 Hit the snooze more than twice. It says, what were you thinking? I mean, what in the Jiminy Jack Christmas did I miss to turn off the crazy town here? You can put wings on a pig, but that still don't make it a chicken, all right? Sometimes he's so exasperated he can't even get his words out. If, now, how, now, brown cow. What were you thinking? He's like a remix. You need to break it down. If you're trying to line up your ducks, your chickens have flown the coop, man. You try trying to kill a gopher with a pitchfork. You can't milk a donkey if you don't have a bucket. I am wasting my college degree right before your eyes. Anybody want it? You can have it. Take over payments. Anyway, I was a business major. Yeah, learned to buy low, sell high from a textbook that cost me $60. Sold it back for $3. Watch out, world, here I come. You guys got any colleges out here or anything? Yeah, BYU. I know, man. I went to the sister school, BYOB, so let's trying to save up money. It's hard to save money, isn't it? Something always goes wrong. I was having a good month, positive cash flow. My wife called up. She said she thinks our cat has a bladder infection. What should we do? And I'm like, cranberry juice? So she goes to the vet. It's $112.50, first treatment right off the bat. Then if this one doesn't work, the next treatment's like $700-800. I'm like, whoa, slow down. I mean, I don't know about you guys. I love my cat, but, you know, I'm not in love with my cat. I don't remember exactly what we paid for it. I'm pretty sure it was like free, right? Am I crazy? This is not a new cat. This is like a 98 Calico. I don't know what the blue book is on a 98 Calico. It used to be an 88 Calico, but this joke's been funny for a long time. Truth be told. Would you guys spend that kind of money to save your cat? Well, the whole room, no, are you kidding? $800, that's a weekend in Park City. That's what that is. We'll see you on the slopes. Cheers to the cat that made this trip possible. I don't know, I want to do the right thing, but I only have so much money. Like, what am I going to tell my kids 10 years down the line? Well, we had a trust fund, then Fluffy blew a knee. Still cramped in a 2-bedroom, but Ginger's respirator's doing great. It's $100 just to put her to sleep. I know a guy who can make it look like an accident for 50. You're laughing like you know that guy. You're laughing like you are that guy. Like, hey, I do it for 35. You kidding me? Get out of here. What are you guys doing? So what line of work are you in, if you don't mind me asking? What do you do, man, when you're not taking care of cats? Making ice cream for the wife. Yeah. Sounds like good work if you can get it, huh? No wonder you guys are so happy. You have an ice cream making job. I thought my job was easy and ridiculous. You just topped me. You make me look like I'm working hard, man. You guys married? Young married couple? Oh, young. That's cool. How long you been married? 3 months. Oh, wow, that is like young married. Yeah, you're still under warranty, man. She's deciding whether or not to take you back. Got the receipt and everything. 3 months. I can't even remember 3 months. Wow. It's been 24 years for me, a long time. Oh, hey, I know. Thank you. You know, it's funny because in Provo, you guys are looking at me like, so what do you got, like 30, 40 grandkids by now, or what? None yet. I'm working on it, though. I'm working on it. My wife was working on me. I feel sorry for her. She's been working on me for 24 years, and ta-da! I feel bad. I didn't exactly stick the landing, you know? She tells me I'm not a very good listener. She's probably right, but, you know, in all fairness, she's not a very good summarizer. When she tells me about her day, there are no deleted scenes. The director's cut, baby. Roll them. 14 camera angles. Let's do it. I mean, I want to hear about her day, right? At first. But somewhere about 30, 40, 50 minutes, you know. 60 minutes, you get into that second hour, and then I started doing the math. I'm like, wait a minute. You've only talked about maybe 10 minutes of your day so far? In over an hour? This isn't even real time here? You realize we're actually losing time as you're speaking. We're going back in time. I got to hop in the DeLorean just to get back to where we started from. You know, and she's getting into it. She's like, and she said that, and he said that. I'm like, whoa, are you telling it or living it? Regulate. It's not happening right now, all right? It's just you and me. It's like the time when you did the thing. Now I'm in the story, okay. You know how hard it is to like defend yourself and empathize and defend and empathize? You know, and then she's bringing in new people like halfway through. I'm like, well, it's obviously she's not wrapping up, you know. There's new characters in this story, and Kathy broke her toe, and she couldn't help with a fundraiser, and I don't even know. I'm like, I'm playing along. That is just like Kathy. I'm trying to catch up while I'm talking, like, who's Kathy? Who's Kathy? Who's Kathy? And I got to figure it out because I know it's going to be on the test. She's like, you know, Kathy, what doesn't help when you double it? Come on. It also doesn't help that SportsCenter's on right behind her. And I'm not like watching it. But there is a little crawler that loops the scores and the highlights and the bottom, and every once in a while my eye will just follow it. I used to wonder why they'd loop the same scores so many times in a 5-minute period. Then I realized they figured it out, right? Married guys can only look for a second at a time. Take a little in, piece it together later, right? You stay with her, okay. Wait. And I never know when she's finished. I wish she would wrap it up some way I would recognize, you know? Maybe with, like, for example, play-out music from SportsCenter. That would make it easy, right? I'd know if she said, and that was my day. Da-na-na, da-na-na. Then after all that, she's like, and how was your day? I don't even remember. Wait a minute, I came home, you started talking. Dun-dun-dun. Who else is married up here? More married people up here. You guys, how are you doing? All right. Take off your coat, stay a while. We're taping something. Thanks for dressing up. Nice shorts. Going all out. That's cool, man. So you've been married a while? Married? How about you, sir? How long have you been married?
22 years.
22 years. All right. Give him a hand. That deserves a hand, huh? Excellent. Did you guys agree on movies? You like the same kinds of movies?
No.
He still looked at her to be sure, like, still no? Okay. You're smart, you know. You don't just blurt out what you think the answer is sometimes. He knows. No. See, my wife and I have totally different tastes in movies, and she sends me down the red box anyways. Get something we both like. Better pack a sandwich, honey. I'm going to be a while. When I walked up, there was no line, but about 10 minutes later, I'm like going back, if people are lined up behind me, I'm looking to them, I'm like, sorry, man, you guys know, is there anything where a bunch of people fight and explode and then they cry about it and talk? There's nothing, right? 2 hours later, she's asleep on the couch and I'm sitting there watching The Notebook by myself, and I'm liking it. Marriage just turned me into a wuss. It's like a one-way ticket on the Wuss Express. Do you take this woman to be your lawfully wedded wife? All aboard. Wuss, wuss. Shh, wussa, 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 wussa. Wussa, wussa, wussa. If you look out to your right, you'll see a man apologizing for something he didn't even do. Like a reflex. Sometimes I'm alone in the room, it just pops out. Sorry. Sorry. She's off in the kitchen for what? Just in general. Woos, woos. Since I didn't do anything, can I build up a credit? I wish. I need a credit to get out of shopping. I got no business in that store. My entire job, hold the purse, hold the jacket, look like a dork. Woos, woos. It's not so bad when I'm with her. You ever lose her and still have the stuff? Honey, it's not funny. We have a lost husband on aisle 3. He wants his mommy. I can't shop with her. I turn to a 7-year-old. My knees get weak. Honey, can we go? He said it was just gonna be one thing. Come on! I want to go home. Then she starts treating me like a kid. You're just tired. I'm not tired. Do you want a timeout? No. She actually told me once to stay near the cart. Right in front of somebody, too. And I did. Thank God he was married. I could tell he looked at me like, hey, you don't have to explain nothing, man. You better stay down. She still looks pissed. Thank you. Things change when you're married. I used to have a checkbook. Now she has a checkbook. I have a check. One pathetic, lonely, miserable emergency check, number 1342. I've been carrying my wallet for 20 years. It's all crumpled up. You can't hardly make out the teddy bears. I don't even know what emergency I'm allowed to use it in. You can't spend it without looking like a dork. People look at you funny. That guy just pulled a check out of his wallet, must be married. Even the clerk's got to help. You sure you want to spend that, man? Maybe you better give her a call. My dad had one check, too. One check, no cash. Now I finally understand why he always had like $8,000 worth of change in his pockets. He was embezzling money out of the marriage, a nickel at a time. He was a visionary. You'd catch him in the bedroom rolling quarters. What are you doing? Nothing. Don't tell your mother. He had like 28 keys in the other pocket so he wouldn't tip over. You were laughing way too hard at the check thing right there. This guy's been married a while. I could tell, man, brother in the struggle, right? How long you been married, sir? 23 years. All right, that's good, man. Yeah, 23. We're in the trenches, man. No. So, well, you know, it's hard. Marriage is a challenge, right? You gotta make things work, and you know, they always make it sound, you know, we always try to make it sound great to people who aren't married, right? Come on, join the club, get married. We'll play Uno. Come on. Who else was clapping over here? How about you? How long have you been married, sir? Long enough not to just say it if you don't know it. 30? Oops. 37 years? 35. You're in the ballpark. That's all right. You're in the 30s. That's cool. They say the first 35 are the hardest, so you're in the good. So you've been married 35 years. That's good. I like the way you said it. It sounds like you sounded very positive, right? Some guys say it like they've been through a war. 35 years. Dang, where were you stationed? Walmart. Nearly lost an arm in the Battle of the Duvet. I keep learning those bed terms. I came home, my wife had bought this duvet and sham and ruffles, and our bed looked like a gigantic poodle. But she liked it. It looked comfortable, so I thought, well, I'll just lay on it. No, you can't lay on it. What do you mean I can't lay on it? It's a pillow, right? Yeah, it's a pillow you can't lay on. It's called a sham. Well, at least they were honest. Can't believe they called it that, and she still bought it. So I'm still falling for rookie mistakes. I was in Target the other day, and my wife gives me that. Honey, why don't you go get in line? I'm almost finished. Okay, you mean it this time, right? I feel kind of stupid with the empty cart. You're gonna be there when I get there, right? You know, so I'm stalling, I'm hoping, and everybody's, of course, the line flies when you got nothing in the car, right? Everybody's paying cash. I'm like, I get up to the front, I'm a total moron. Hey, how you doing? It's just a dry run, I'll be back. Aisle 3 is good, everyone, if you want to run around, get right back in line. You guys have been fun. This is great. I hope this comedy club keeps going and going, huh? Keep coming out, supporting. Yeah. Let me leave you with this. If you get a chance to go on vacations, that's the best thing I found for our marriage. We went on a cruise ship in Alaska. Yeah, if you want to feel young, go on an Alaskan cruise. The average age our week was like 127 years old. Like everybody had AOL addresses, you know. So we're like, hey, I have an AOL address. He's like, hey, I have an AOL address. People kept saying, I want to see Alaska before I die. I was looking around the ship thinking, man, some of y'all are cutting it a little bit close. We sat with this one couple at the same table every night, and they had been married 53 years. It sounds great, right? Till you meet them, you could tell they've been pissed for 52. They had that attitude, well, I said forever, a deal's a deal. Man, you guys should split up. Oh, I wouldn't give her the satisfaction. I think I can outlast her. State Farm pays the winner. That one mixed the crowd a little bit, huh? So, some of you are laughing, and some of you are like, man, you just blew my plan. Thanks. You guys have been fun. Thank you so much. Good night, Provo.